Hello, friends, trolls, and the UFO community at large. Let's enjoy this video enhanced breakdown of the supposed alien interview at Area 51. Okay, let's figure this out. So the clip you are about to see is from a made-for-TV movie, Area 51, an alien interview. And right off the bat, in the classic 1997 style UFO doc, we have our host Agent X from the X-Files. So Stephen Williams walks us through the backstory of the infamous Roswell, New Mexico crash in 1947. And he also introduces us to Bob Lazar. Young Lazar introduces us to the time he was working on the sports model over at the Tonopah test range. And remember, folks, he didn't have access to the top level of the sports model. Okay? Quickly thereafter, we're introduced to David Adair, who literally has no proof whatsoever of his claims regarding working on an alien's engine, an alien craft's engine.
Engine would function, and they started getting a little bit more perturbed about that.
Being a contractor for NASA back in 1971. Later, he states in the show that he has never seen a UFO in his life, and he's never seen an alien. This was shot in 1997. Moving on. Then we get to the juicy part of this documentary, which is an expose of a real-life alien recorded on video by a literally shadowy figure named Victor. So apparently, CEO and president of Rocket Pictures, Tom Coleman, introduces Victor's character, and he states that the conversation all got a little too weird for him, that being Tom Coleman, when his whistleblower reached out to him. Really, Tom? If it was a little too weird, why is it that you would produce literally a year later, after this documentary was released, a film titled It Came from the Sky, which featured John Ritter, Yasmin Bleeth, Christopher Lloyd, and Jo Beth Williams. He also went on to found a YouTube channel called The Alien Channel, and seems to be pretty interested in selling this stuff to us, so kind of skeptical about his claim. But back to the film. He said he was given a tape by Victor, and that's what led to this interview with Victor, where they discuss this creature, this alien that is being featured in the video. So apparently the alien is being kept in a facility in Nevada, this facility being S4, apparently where Bob Lazar worked. Convenient. This documentary purports that this is an EBE, extraterrestrial biological entity, and that the first two EBEs, EBE-01 and EBE-2, were interviewed in the 1950s as reported in the MJ-12 documents. Whether those are real or not, that's still up for debate. So Victor said that he was a visitor at Area 51, not working there, and somehow he came across newly digitized versions of tapes that were recorded there, and that's how this leak happened. And in the interview, Victor is pissed by the questioning because it seems to narrow down who he is and where he worked and when he was at Area 51, which he's scared of. But then he says that he had seen the alien in person at a separate occasion, not including watching this video. And then we get to watch the unedited video. The video purports to be an alien interview at S4 between the alien and, you'll see in the left side here, kind of a silhouette moving a bit. That's the telepath that was communicating with the alien. And the interest is unpacking the mechanics and physics of a alien craft. That's what the purpose of this interview was for. But then it switches to the nature of soul, spirituality, and human beings being literally vessels, and that souls go from body to body. It's interesting, but it reads like science fiction, right? But looking at this alien, apparently it's being kept behind a glass partition and in a biocontainment room. Apparently, these nurses that come rushing in are medical staff, and they are quoted as not first rate by Victor, and are checking for hemorrhaging in the eyes and nose area. So if we look at this, we can see the arm, we can see the nose, a very human looking nose. Very different and on all accounts from noses described by people that have seen Greys or EBs, literally a no-nose description. So this is already starting to look a little bit like a fake Grey. And video analysts in this film remarked that, the video is real, but whether or not the puppet is real or a real alien, that comes later. And so Rick Baker, the man, the myth, the legend behind so many amazing practical effects in Hollywood, he just says, this is fake. And I agree with him. Looks like a puppet. And I think in the special edition, Victor, who hasn't been murdered since coming out in his first interview, the special edition, the interview looks like it was done in the 2000s, well after 1997. He states, well, show me the puppet. Well, maybe somebody does have the puppet.
Hello,
Maybe
read my lips.
Tom Coleman has the puppet, or one of his colleagues. Who knows?
Believe that the alien interview footage is a hoax. Prove it. Show where it was faked. If they believe that the alien in that footage is a puppet, prove it. Find the puppet maker. If they believe that I am a hoaxer, prove it.
I'm pretty sure this could all be done with humans' hand up a puppet's ass, right? A very sophisticated puppet. It does give credence to the rumors that possibly have a extraterrestrial agreement or program to transfer technology and trade certain things with ETs, right? That's the myth that's been going on for decades now. Whether that's true, I don't know.